Hi Lupe, alright, so we are going to, no going anywhere today because of the snow and, the ice. So, let's see what, the cards have in store, see what's going on. Please excuse my stomach. I can really use it now to actually help me shuffle cards. Just like slap them down like they're flapjacks. Okay. Alright. Alrighty. Okay, so the first card is the basis of the situation, so it's just basically like, every time we do this, it's basically, what is going on, like a snippet or, an overview of everything that's actually going on with him breaking up with the girlfriend. So, we have the Three of Pentacles. So, Three of Pentacles to me, that would represent, actually, it would represent three people. So, it's literally, there's three people, three energies, three types of energies. The pentacles represent manifestation, earthly things, spells, magic, all of that. So, I mean, even jobs and all of that. But what we're focusing on more here is the development of the breaking up. So this actually tells me that, it is actually right now in the works. So he's very, very close. The three actually, so we're getting closer to four, a more solid foundation. We have three. Things are kind of up in the air right now. We're kind of going over what is going on. He's kind of, contemplating, all right, I'm going to leave her. So here's the door, and it's always brighter on that other side. You can see in there that the door is open and that light is coming through. So to me, that would represent breaking free from this situation. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So your second card is what is opposing or for it. Wait a minute. Your second card is your second card is the energy crossing this situation for the better or for the worse. I am tongue-tied. Alright, we have the Seven of Swords. Alright, so the Seven of Swords, so that shows me a lot. So, that is the very tricky, very trickster, doing things behind people's back, really getting, the mental, attachment. So kind of what this is telling me is that, he is realizing what she's doing, and behind the scenes, the ridiculous, the conniving, the, mental manipulation, all of that of what is going on. So literally it's like she's taking all the color out of his life and leaving him just kind of bland, plain. So she's trying to turn him into pretty much a domesticated dog. Literally. But he's catching on to this, so he's trying to really muster up, and he's collecting thoughts on why he should leave her. So this is really working in his favor on leaving her. So that's actually really, really good. The third card represents something that has already become a part of the experience of him wanting to break up with her. So, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So this represents the end. Have they broken up before? I feel like that they have broken up before and they've gotten back together. But I do not feel like somebody in his family likes her. People in his family definitely see what is going on. And it's I don't know if she's in it for the money, but yes, they have already experienced this. They've already experienced and they know about her, really her negative side, her evil, conniving ways, and her ability to manifest and manipulate him. So basically that's like the dysfunctional family card for this, in this type of a situation, in this kind of a context. Usually it's a really good card. But he also, this can go both ways, double-edged sword, double-edged coin, so he could actually be, seeing that he could have a taste of a better life, a better relationship, with somebody else, and that's already become an experience, so that also plays into this, with his decision-making for, okay, well, it's about time to, get her out, get away from her. I don't know what is keeping the bond. I don't know why they're together. So, alright, your next card, your fourth card, is an influence and energy, something that is passing away right now from this situation of them breaking up. And that is the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles, he brings messages. Alright, so somebody, for me, literally, I really honestly feel like that somebody has already told him about what she's doing. I don't know if she's cheating. I don't know what she's doing. But to me, it would be, the Pentacles would be a material thing, a manifestation of a material thing. So it could be actually a picture of her cheating on him. It could be bank records. It could be any kind of news. He's bringing news. So, yes, we have, really... obviously, it's bad news from what she's doing with all the mental, manipulation. I honestly feel, it has to do a lot with money. So I don't know what her deal is, but she's very money hungry. So that is what this is about. So that's going away though. He realizes this. So that's actually really, really, really good. I don't know if they fight. I don't know if it's domestic violence. I don't know if she is part of a domestic kind of, a relationship with him, the way that she treats him. So it's kind of like the reverse. It's like, alright, you pissed me off, so I'm going to throw out like a laundry basket at you. Something like that. I mean, just petty things. But that is actually moving away. Your fifth card represents what could possibly happen in the future, depending on his actions and whether or not he's going to follow, through with what he's actually doing right now, and that's contemplating and collecting himself so he can actually make the right decisions. So we have the moon. So the moon, I like this. I really, really like this. This is a major card. So the moon to me would represent, the liminal spaces, the in-between places. We have the sting of the scorpion. So we have that going on. Also, we have Gemini. We have everything is like kind of mirrored. I know this card is not Gemini. It's more Capricorn. But we have the two pillars. So that would actually represent Gemini to me. And I do feel like, with this card, more secrets are going to come out. So the collective unconsciousness is actually, his consciousness is his subconscious is actually realizing. It is like, it's almost like he's channeling this kind of information and is actually going into his consciousness, and he's actually going to be realizing what is going on. So it's pretty much, she's doing things behind his back with the moon, and that is, he's catching on, is indicated by the Knight of Pentacles that delivers the message. So as long as he heeds the warnings and the messages with the moon card from the Knight of Pentacles, I do think that, yes, I think that everything will be good for him, but bad for her. She'll move on and she'll find somebody else to victimize. So she always victimizes somebody, or she will play the victim and then turn everything else around. So, but yeah, I do feel like with the moon card though, his insight in, what do we have, 26, 27, 28, 2 days until the full moon. That is the most intense full moon of this year. So we do have that. We have the wolf moon, and that is actually, we have, I don't know if they're dogs or they're wolves, but they do kind of resemble wolves. The one does. So that would actually represent, the clearing out of. So basically getting, clearing out his mind, clearing out the clutter, and getting rid of people, things, and objects that he no longer wants. So that's a really good indication of what is to come if he actually does what he should be doing, and actually waking up and realizing, hey, this woman is not right for me. So she's not a very good family person, so it's more like, I'm going to take you, keep you away from everybody. You're not going to have any fun. You're not going to have any, contact with your family. It's going to be limited. I'm making sure of that. I'm making sure that you're doing what I want you to do. So she's very good at manipulation behind the scenes. Very, very good at that. Don't like it. Don't like her. Now we have this one coming up. So this is what's supposedly supposed to definitely happen, depending on his actions. So if everything stays on course with what is going on with her, and he keeps realizing, and people, I really honestly think the Knight of Pentacles is a friend. Maybe one of his friends, maybe somebody that is trying to tell him, warn him. I'm sure there are people within his family, because the Ten of Pentacles is the family card. I really honestly feel like people in his family or friendships, they see this and they're trying to warn him. And hence the Moon card. He's going to get bit by the Scorpion. He's already been bit by her, which kind of keeps him in his, keeps them together. So literally, I don't understand why they're together. Nothing is making sense. But I do feel like that he is going to awaken to this and what, is going on. So yes, with this card, this, if everything he realizes this, he takes the advice of, he heeds those warnings. He feels it in his gut. I know he has to. So this is a possible formation of what could happen in the future. We have the Ten of Cups, and this represents the end of an old situation and the beginning of a new situation. So we have two family members. Well, actually, it's a husband and a wife, or a girlfriend and a boyfriend, or a fiancé, and they have literal kids with them. So that to me would represent them looking up. Okay, we have money. We have a home. We are happy. We're together. So this represents family. The Ten of Pentacles represents the kind of like her, negative feelings of the family, and what has gone on, and the negativity. And this is actually the positive side. So this actually points to you and him literally being together. So I think this is going to break their relationship up. So whatever comes to him, whoever tells him what's going on, I think he's going to heed the warning. I really hope he does, because then this is what's going to come about. This is what is going to be manifest. So emotional satisfaction. He's going to feel better, more grounded. You ground him. You complete him. That is what I really feel here with this Ten of Cups. So we have emotional fulfillment. We have satisfaction. We have true, genuine feelings for one another. There's no secrets between you two. And now it's just a period of time of, okay, well, how do I do this? Like the Seven of Pentacles. How is he going to do it? How is he going to, muster up the courage, the energy to tell her, okay, well, it's over, because you're, screwing me over. You're mentally manipulating me. My family doesn't like you. My friends see it, but I don't think his friends all what to tell him. I think one or two in particular may tell him that, but I do feel like that this is coming for you and him big time. So that is pretty amazing, and this is a very good card. So yeah, the end of a different cycle and the beginning of a new. So this, this is the Celtic cross right here. And then we have the column up here. So that's, more choices, more possible formations for the future. He's got to realize this, though. He's got to heed the warning of his friends, what messages are brought to him. So I don't know if messages have been brought to him. I don't know if he's been told what kind of a person that she is. But yeah, that's totally what is going on right now. So it's up in the air. It's like, all right, I want to leave. Should I leave? Do I leave? I don't know. So it's like almost, it's just progressing nicely. Well, for you two. For you two. So, alright, now your seventh card is, basically what you fear, or what he fears. And I do feel like it's for him, so this reading is about him, and this is what he could fear. And this is the Eight of Cups, so this is something that he fears of being alone. He is afraid of being alone, and I really honestly think that is why he stays. That is why this relationship stays, because he is afraid to leave. He's afraid to venture out because of that missing piece. Am I ever going to find somebody? Am I ever going to be with somebody that makes me emotionally happy again? Am I ever going to be emotionally satisfied with what is going on? Will I find somebody? Yes, he will. That is you. So, we have that going in the favor too. A lot. That is very, very, very good. So yeah, it's just, a fear of abandonment, fear of being alone. So I do like this. But then again, he's got to embrace that. So, if he takes those warnings and heeds those warnings and messages from his friends and family, the family I know they have got to have said something to him about her. I don't know if it's been at like a family reunion or some kind of family gathering with her and him. And it's just kind of, they seen her ugly side. So, I know you can understand that. So this is your eighth card, represents family opinions. What his family and friends actually think about him and her and the situation that they're in. And that's the Two of Swords. We have the Two of Swords. So this is, this is the mentality that they're having about their situation. He needs to choose. He needs to either get away from her, or he needs to get away from her. He's got choices to make. So, I mean, he could go for somebody else, he could go for somebody else, another person, but I really honestly think it's going to be you. And yeah, they feel like that, hey buddy, you're doing this blindly. You don't see what's really going on with her. You need to wake up, take the blindfold off, and you need to clear your mind. When the moon, again, this full moon is the wolf moon, so it's good for clarity, clearing blockages and clearing the mind. So I do feel like that this new moon could actually open that up within him. So, and he can make that choice to leave or to stay. If he stays, that's not going to be good. That's not going to be good. But I don't feel like that. I feel like it's actually, progressing pretty well. So I do like this card. Now your 8th card, wait. Wait a minute. Okay, that is your 8th card. And that was the family's opinions. Okay, that was the 9th. That was the 7th of the fears. Yeah, I'm getting a little confused here. So your 9th card represents basically his, his desires, what he wants, hopes, desires, and ideals in this situation. And that would actually be the 2 of Cups. So we have, honestly, we have a new relationship, a new beginning. We have, with the 2 of Swords, we have that choice that's been made. So if he does make that choice and chooses you and leaves her, we have the 2 of Cups, and that is going to be something beautiful. In the reverse, the negative vibe, if he doesn't, then boom, he's going to be with her, and it's going to create even more. It's going to be a monster. So it's just a monstrous, negative relationship. But I do feel like that is definitely coming. I think he will heed those warnings. And with this full moon, I don't know if he does any kind of practices like this. I would actually work with Hecate this full moon to, be yourself. Just kind of petition her, ask her, since you do have that, keeping her keys. Cindy, she's amazing. So actually, really totally listen to her and what's going on. Within, the whole, context of working with Hecate and you being called to her. And, we have the hellhounds, the wished hounds that, actually accompany her. So, again, the howling of, that's clearing out the throat chakra, clearing the mind out. So that goes along with the moon, that goes along with what he needs to be doing. He needs to be doing all of this because of what she's doing to him. Now, your 10th card is basically the final outcome depending on his actions. So we have, again, the end of a very, very terrible situation. So we have the darkness lifting, and we have that, crack of sunlight right there on the horizon, really, literally with the sea. So being reborn anew, and then him being, totally stabbed in the back from her, he is going to awaken, refreshed, and totally different. So this is the end of that relationship. I honestly feel like that this is the total end of that relationship. He's going to have enough, knives in his back from her, and he's going to get really tired of it and just say, hey, this has got to end. I can't take this no more. That's mental torture. That's mental torture, mental manipulation. It does not go good. So yeah, we do have that coming, and this is actually a really good card. So that does represent the end of a certain type of love. Wouldn't call it love. I would say, maybe more of a security blanket type of relationship because of being afraid of actually, leaving her. So that's actually really good. That's ending. We have a lot of 10s, and that represents, the ending and then new beginnings. So we have that to look forward to. We have a lot of this to look forward to. With this card, the moon, 28 days, I would actually look for change within 28 days of the new moon. So a full moon cycle is 28 days, and that is the moon. So in the 28th. All right, that's really weird. 28 days on the 28th. So On the 28th, you could do some working with Hecate. You could do, some magic with her to kind of clarify things and kind of help, the situation along too. You don't have to, go into a big elaborate ritual or anything. I would just, petition her and ask her, to accept you as a child of hers and a devotee, and then try to actually, tell her what's going on. If you haven't already, I do kind of feel like that you've been talking to her a little bit. So, that's very evident in, the shadowy form that you've been feeling. That's pretty interesting of her, and that's a very good sign of Hecate. So we have the dogs down here too, the family thing, which the dogs do clarify Hecate. We have again here the wolves, or the wished hounds, hellhounds, Hecate. 28th day is the full moon. Within 28 days, you'll see change with him. So it could be 28 days that they that this is going to actually come into fruition, that it's going to actually happen. So I'm going to draw a little more on this one. Alright, so we have the Knight of Wands. So this is some really strong energy that is just coming in. So the Knights, sometimes they're people, but they're more energy. So that is, energy. That is really good positive energy that is actually coming in. It's facing this card, the Ten of Swords, or the Ten of Wands. Yeah, Swords, sorry. So that energy is going to actually help to influence him to say, hey, you need to get out of this situation right now, and you need to focus on this Ten of Cups so you can actually have that loving relationship with somebody you care about, and that would be the Two of Cups, the new relationship. So we do have this energy right here, which could be just, it could be magic. It could be energy that, candle workings magic that I'm doing for you. It could be what you're doing. It could be his energy. So something his subconscious mind is trying to tell him that he needs to get out of a situation that no longer serves him. So that is literally what is going on. We have the Queen of Wands. So, alright. Queen of Wands with this one again. I do feel like, yes, definitely with this. This is the Queen, so I do feel like that this energy is more so. This is more of a person, and I would kind of see this as being you. So I would see this as, you being his, not prospect, but you being, of his interest, a love interest, a romantic interest. So it's not too bad. It's not negative in any sense. So it does indicate even more energy, more wand energy, fast, rapid moving energy, creativity. So it's going to take him a little bit of time to, muster up what he needs to do, that courage, that energy, to actually say, hey, listen, lady, it's over. So, it all looks good. It all looks good. It's like we're getting even closer and closer and closer. So, yeah, I do kind of understand now why he wants to stay. It's because he's afraid to be alone. Afraid of, being alone, abandonment, feeling abandoned. I don't know if this stems from any kind of childhood trauma or anything like that, but I do want to pull another card for this one, and it is the King of Pentacles. So I would say that's a fatherly figure. So whatever is going on with his father figure, I don't know if that was a bad relationship between him and his mom, or if he encountered any kind of relationship with him or with his mother and his father, or seen that negativity within a relationship, like fighting all the time. But the king is very stern. He's very much of the earth. Yeah, so that could tie in with the Eight of Cups, representing that missing piece right here, the missing cup. So it could have been something in his childhood that is actually, affecting him right now. So it's literally like a psychology reading of him. So he needs to heal from this, and he can if he heeds these warnings. So I feel really good about this. I feel really good about this, and I feel like that he is going to leave her. I just feel like that he has to muster it up himself. So he's got a lot to deal with. He's got a lot on his plate right now. So don't take anything personal, not anything too personal. But I do feel like, that it is coming to an end, and it's coming to an end very quickly, especially with all this wand energy going on. King of Wands, or the King of Pentacles, I don't know. Did his father leave his mother when he was little? Did he witness this kind of a relationship? That would be kind of my intuitive, whatever, telling you that that is kind of maybe what could happen, because, you know, we could draw that correlation here with, you know, the King of Pentacles being a father figure or a brother figure or something like that, that has left his life in the past, in the, you know, and then that is contributing, and that is, you know, aiding in, you know, his, you know, abandoned, you're not being wanted to, not wanting to be abandoned, not wanting to be alone. So it's basically the alone part. That's what's going on. You're fine being alone. He's a little more insecure than you are. So it's almost like his anima is ruling him a little bit more than he wants. So it would probably be really good for him to integrate and try to bring together the anima and the animus, which is the male and the female. So in every female there is the anima. No, the animus, which is male. In every male there is the animus, which is the female aspect. So he needs those to both kind of just kind of integrate a little bit better for that balance, so that he can actually, you know, say, hey, okay, it's time for me to go. It's time for me to move. It's going. So, alright, I don't remember anything I said. So I hope this helps. I really, really, really hope this helps. I like what's going on. It's good. Well, I mean, for you, for him, it's good. For her, yeah, goodbye. That's what I have to say. So, yeah, I will definitely be doing some more work for you to try to help him to, you know, be comfortable telling her that he's leaving. So, I got you. Don't you worry. So, I hope you enjoy. I hope this helps. Go back, watch it if you want to. I'm trying to make it a little shorter so you can go back and watch it, because I don't know how to timestamp anything like other people do. I don't do any of that stuff. I just, you know, hit record and then stop. I don't care. So I just want to get to the point and, you know, get you your reading, the best possible reading that we can get. So this does look promising. I mean, it looks really promising. So everything has to stay the same in order for him to actually realize, hey, I gotta leave this bitch. So yeah. Alright, my Lupe, I love you with all my heart. God, my stomach's in the way, so there we go. I will email you here in just a sec. I love you, and I hope this helps. But definitely watch it, and, you know, just definitely watch it, rewatch, and see what's going on. So, I love you, and I will talk to you soon.